We've all seen the horror stories, invasive TSA pat-downs of grandmothers and little kids. So could they become a thing of the past as Orlando's airport tries to cut through the red tape of a bloated bureaucracy and use private security screeners? Florida Congressman John Mica is the chairman of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. He's been pushing for more private security screeners at airports. Good morning, Congressman.
Well, good morning, and we're making a little progress, but it's quite a struggle with this big TSA bureaucracy.
So how would using private screeners change the process?
Well, it's the first part because the TSA's grown to a 65,000 person bureaucracy. Now listen to this. The administrative staff have grown to 14,000. There's 10,000 out in the field. We only have 457 airports. That's about 18 administrative personnel for every airport. So we're trying to get, first of all, the personnel under control, then shift TSA to a security, back to a security agency, which it was originally intended, which operates on a risk basis, not shaking down, as you said, little old ladies, veterans, or wrestling kids to the ground.
But Congressman, how can you guarantee that safety would still be ensured if suddenly private screeners are being used all around the country and it's a hodgepodge of just private companies?
Well, did you know this, that we've already had that model in place? When I helped write the law, we put 5 airports with private screening under federal supervision. Guess what? We tested it, and after several years of testing the all federal and then the federal with private screening, we found that the performance was better. Let's not even talk about the cost savings, but the performance, which is the main thing. The GAO said that private screening under federal supervision performs statistically significantly better. So what's this about? Doing a good job or just theater security?
Let me tell you what the TSA says about Orlando trying this. Final approval for participation in the screening partnership program will be contingent upon the approval of a proposal that does not compromise security or detrimentally affect the cost efficiency or the effectiveness of the screening of passengers or property at the airport. If this works in Orlando, do you think that we'll see this at other major airports?
Well, we've seen it. There are 17 airports, and then TSA actually closed down the program because places like the entire state of Montana voted to opt out. They had that right to opt out. Then TSA said, no, we want to keep this in federal control and we want to keep the bureaucracy in place. Heaven forbid we should do it more economically, train personnel, manage them, even schedule them. They spent $433 million just recently on overtime. These people can't get it right, and we need to get it right because our security and American aviation depends on it.
It sure does. Well, Congressman John Mica, we know that you've been leading the charge to fix airport security. Thanks so much for coming in to explain this to us.
Thank you. We're going to get her done. Thank you.
I hope so. Thank you. All right, next on the rundown, are conservatives who disagree with President Obama's immigration ruling racist?